Hello everyone, welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alright, so this is kind of an odd video because I did the dice roll early this day because, I was done with White Lies by Jeremy Bates. I'm going to say that I went on, there's a website that has, authors and the order to which they had published their books. And here's the thing about it is if they publish series, it doesn't go in order to which this, it's so confusing. So there was a book called A Taste of Death by Jeremy Bates, and it was published in 2012, I believe. And here's the thing, I went on to Amazon to put in my cart, and they wanted $60 for the book. And I'm like, there is no way in the world Jeremy Bates charged $60 for a paperback book. This has to be a third-party seller. So what ended up happening was I discovered that there was a used copy for $7 and 80 cents. And so I put that in my cart. So next week I will be getting that book. So anyways, I waited until much later to upload that video because my boss has a habit of calling me up on my day off. So shortly after the dice roll was uploaded, I am doing this video. So I actually started Never Flinch by Stephen King about 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning. And I read I think 31% of the book, and then I went to bed, and then I woke up about 8 o'clock, and I read all the way up to I think it's 50% of the book, and then I finished it. So basically I read it in one day, just like You Like It Darker, I read in one day. So this is the fourth book that has Holly in it. And she actually appeared in The Outsiders from what I discovered. And I really can't wait to get to The Outsiders because I really want to be introduced to Holly. So basically, this is about a man called Trig who is released from prison. And then what happened was, I believe it was shortly before he was supposed to leave prison, this guy dies, and he is actually what they call in prison shanked, because apparently he was a supposed child molester. Supposedly he was a pedophile, and in prison pedophiles are marked for death. They, a lot of them do not survive release, and they do this as a way of getting justice for family members that were, wronged by these people. At least that's my belief of why child molesters are targeted in prison. And so what happens is Trig goes and he decides to kill innocent people and then kill one guilty person. And what it is that you take the number of people that are in a jury, and you can figure out how many number of people that Trig intends to kill. And then you have another story where you have this woman who is this feminist. She's very vocal about women's power and things like that. And she gets a lot of enemies. Most of her enemies are women, which is weird. I'm like, wow, you're for women empowerment, but women want to kill you. I just literally am like, oh God. And so Holly appears in this book. She's all, drugged up on, the COVID shot and all that type of stuff because she lost her mother in COVID, and now she's terrified of getting COVID herself. So she definitely has this germophobia thing going on. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. So anyways, so her job is to protect, her name is Katie, and her job is to protect Katie from the sickos who want to kill her. There's even a guy that screams at her and says, calls her the B word and says, because of you, my wife left me. I don't know if it's because he was abusive or the fact that she bought into the whatever Katie was promising. This woman actually manages to try to give Katie anthrax, which is not a good thing to get. Anthrax is not good. So you have these two plots that go through, and Holly, of course, ends up right where she's supposed to be. So, sorry. So, my first Holly book that I read was Holly, and this took me over a year to read. And I made a decision with Never Flinch that I was not going to do what I did with Holly and waste a year trying to read it. So I read it within a single setting, literally a single setting, if you don't count sleep. So, yeah. All in all, I did really enjoy this book. So today is Friday, and yeah. So I want to say that, weirdly enough, with the video that I'm going to be uploading, the short, I thought that I was going to get this book done on Sunday, that I was going to read the book, and I was going to be done with it on Sunday, and then when I got home, I would roll the dice and all that. I'm not redoing that short, because that would be pointless to do, so take in consideration that this was under the assumption that White Lies was going to take me a couple of days to read. I had never read a Jeremy Bates book before, so I didn't realize how good of a writer he actually is. So basically what I'm doing, and this is beforehand, so you guys will probably figure it out. I will go ahead and upload the video that I thought I was going to upload on Sunday, which was for the roll dice for Never Flinch. Then I'll upload this video, and then I will do another short, because I do have 4 days left of this month. So we're going to roll the dice, and we're going to pick out another book and everything. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until then, keep reading those books, and I'll see you in the next video.